Have you ever wondered what makes Argentina's political system tick? Welcome to a journey through the corridors of power in Argentina, a nation whose politics are as vibrant as its culture. From the birth of its political system, shaped by the fiery independence movement of the 19th century, to the complex and dynamic structure we see today, Argentina's political landscape has been a subject of fascination and study. At the heart of this intrigue lies a rich tapestry of political ideologies, power struggles, and moments of triumph and turbulence. The current system, a federal democratic republic, is a reflection of Argentina's historical quest for balanced power and representation. But what exactly does this mean? What are the forces that drive Argentina's political engine? In this video, we will unravel these questions and more, delving into the intricacies of Argentina's political system. We'll explore its evolution, its present state, and what the future might hold. So buckle up as we dive deep into Argentina's political chronicles. Argentina's political system didn't just spring up overnight. It has roots deeply embedded in its history. To understand the birth of Argentina's political system, we must turn the clock back to the year 1816. That year marked a significant milestone for Argentina as it declared independence from Spain. This marked the dawn of a new era, free from the shackles of colonial rule. The initial political structure of Argentina was a federation, a union of several provinces. In this system, each province maintained its autonomy but united under a common national government. The central government was responsible for foreign relations, defense, and maintaining a common currency. The provinces, on the other hand, were in charge of their internal affairs. This structure was not without its challenges. The country was divided between the Unitarians, who wanted a strong central government, and the Federalists, who advocated for the autonomy of the provinces. This ideological divide led to a series of civil wars that lasted for several decades. The key figures who shaped Argentina's political system are worth mentioning. Among them were Bernardino Rivadavia, the first president of Argentina, and Juan Manuel de Rosas, a military officer who later became a Federalist leader. Rivadavia, a Unitarian, believed in a centralized government, while Rosas championed the rights of the provinces. Their contrasting ideologies laid the foundation of Argentina's political system. It was not until the Constitution of 1853 that the political structure of Argentina was formalized. This constitution, influenced by the United States Constitution, established Argentina as a federal republic. It defined the separation of powers into the executive, legislative, and judicial branches, a structure that remains in place today. The birth of Argentina's political system was a tumultuous and complex process. It was shaped by the struggles for independence, the ideological divide between Unitarians and Federalists, and the efforts of key figures to define the nation's political identity. This historical backdrop set the stage for the evolution of Argentina's political system. Scene script. Like any political system, Argentina's has evolved over time. Argentina's political landscape has been shaped by a series of significant events, and at the heart of many of them is the enigmatic figure of Juan Domingo Perón. Rising to power in the mid-20th century, Perón's populist policies and charismatic leadership resonated with the working class, a demographic that had often felt marginalized in the past. His ideology, known as Peronism, has left an indelible mark on Argentina's political culture, influencing the nation's political discourse to this day. However, Perón's reign was not without its controversies. His authoritarian tendencies led to a decline in civil liberties, and his economic policies resulted in financial instability. His rule came to an abrupt end in 1955, when a military coup ousted him from power. Yet, even in exile, Perón's influence remained strong, with his followers, the Peronists, continuing to be a significant force in Argentine politics. The 70s saw a dark period in Argentina's history, known as the Dirty War. This was a time of state terrorism, where the military junta, in an attempt to suppress opposition, led a brutal campaign of violence and human rights abuses. This era left a deep scar on the nation's psyche and had profound implications for its political culture. In the 80s, Argentina made a transition back to democracy. This shift was marked by the election of Raúl Alfonsín in 1983, who embarked on a mission of national reconciliation. His government implemented policies to hold human rights violators accountable and began the process of rebuilding Argentina's democratic institutions. These historical events have left a lasting impact on Argentina's political system. The legacy of Perón still resonates, with Peronism remaining a dominant force. The shadow of the Dirty War continues to loom large, reinforcing the importance of human rights and accountability. And the transition to democracy has shaped the nation's political institutions and norms, laying the groundwork for the political system we see today. Thus, these historical events have left a lasting impact on Argentina's political system. Now, let's explore the present state of Argentina's political system. Argentina's political landscape is a vibrant blend of colors, each representing a different political party. The country operates under a federal system, similar to the United States, with a president at the helm. The president, along with the vice president, are elected on the same ticket for a 4-year term. The two major political parties are the Justicialist Party, more commonly known as the Peronist Party, and the Radical Civic Union. The Peronist Party, founded by the charismatic leader Juan Perón in the mid-20th century, champions social justice and labor rights. The Radical Civic Union, on the other hand, is a centrist party with a history dating back to the late 19th century. It advocates for progressive social reforms and civil liberties. Now let's delve a little deeper. The current political figures are a diverse group, each wielding a certain level of influence over the country's policies and politics. The president, typically the most influential figure, sets the national agenda, while governors and mayors have significant sway over local policies. Senators and deputies elected by the people also play a crucial role in shaping legislation. But how do these parties and individuals influence Argentina's politics? Well, it's a dance of negotiation, compromise, and sometimes conflict. The political parties, with their distinct ideologies, push for policies that align with their principles. Similarly, key political figures use their influence to champion certain causes, whether it's healthcare reform, education, or environmental policies. However, it's not just about pushing for policies. It's also about building alliances, securing votes, and navigating the complex terrain of Argentine politics. It's a game of chess, with each move calculated to advance a certain agenda or secure a political victory. So what does this mean for Argentina? It means a dynamic political landscape, shaped by diverse ideologies and powerful individuals. It means a country that's continually evolving, driven by the forces of change and continuity. Understanding the present state of Argentina's political system provides a glimpse into its future. What might the future hold for Argentina's political system? That's a question that has been on the minds of many, from political analysts to the average Argentine citizen. Looking ahead, there are a few possible scenarios that could unfold. Let's start with the optimistic outlook. Recent trends show a growing interest in political participation, particularly among the younger generation. This could lead to a more diverse and balanced political environment, fostering innovative solutions to the country's challenges. Now let's consider another scenario. The economic strain Argentina has been experiencing could potentially deepen political divides. This could result in a more polarized political landscape, with two dominant parties battling it out and leaving little room for alternative voices. But there's also the possibility of a more radical transformation. The rise of digital technology and social media has given a platform to new voices and alternative political movements. This could disrupt the traditional political landscape, leading to a more decentralized and participatory political system. Each of these scenarios would have significant implications not just for Argentina, but for the world. A more balanced political environment could make Argentina a more stable and reliable partner on the global stage. On the other hand, a more polarized political landscape could heighten tensions both within the country and with its international partners. And a more decentralized political system? Well, that could set an example for other countries grappling with the challenges of the digital age. It could show that it's possible to build a political system that's truly responsive to the needs and desires of the people, rather than being dominated by a small political elite. But these are just scenarios, possibilities. The actual trajectory will be determined by a complex interplay of factors, both domestic and international. It will be shaped by the decisions of Argentina's leaders, the actions of its citizens, and the dynamics of the global political and economic landscape. Only time will tell what the future holds for Argentina's political system. But one thing is certain: whatever happens, it will be closely watched by the world. We've taken quite a journey through Argentina's political history. We started from the genesis of its political system, untangling the complex threads that formed its foundation. We then journeyed through the evolution of this system, witnessing the ebb and flow of power and the shifting ideologies that have shaped it over the years. We peered into the present state of Argentina's political landscape, analyzing the key players, the pressing issues, and the underlying dynamics that are currently in play. We also speculated about the future, pondering the potential paths that Argentina's politics may take in the years to come. As we conclude, let's remember that this journey has not just been about politics in isolation. It's about the people, their culture, and Argentina's place in the world. It's about understanding the intricate connections that bind these elements together. Remember, understanding a country's politics is key to understanding its people, its culture, and its place in the world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring.